We're having a question from Brenda. It really is a very interesting question. If cubs is on the ground while we're driving, how can we know that the cubs on the ground? Yes, it's really amazing. Brenda, for your information, leopards are other species that in their nature that belongs into the area. If a vehicle comes, it's simple move away, because know that we are the biggest threat as we're moving into the area. There's quite a lot of rattling of the grass, pigs on the lawn, and the youngster, while they're still young, so they're still having that fear that something coming. As long as the mother is not there. If the mother is there, I never ever had that incident of one of vehicle running over on the cubs, because it has to be in an area where always are protected. Remember, we are not the only threat is driving the vehicle. If the youngster is used to vehicle, once the vehicle comes, it will be movement. It will be on top of the tree, on top of the log, movement in the grass. Our eyesight are also trained into the surrounding where we're moving around here. If there's any movement, we'll tell there, or something moving there, we're able to see. Or it's same as I just want to take an example. If a dog have a youngster at home, while they're still young, they won't be active in the surrounding where quite a lot of things that moving, elephant vehicles. It tend to be hibernating. It can be away from those environment. Soon they're able to move and run away. If danger comes, they will be out in the environment. That means the youngster, if they are big enough in order to protect itself, if vehicle comes, they will able to do so. They will run up into the tree, or do something else to make sure that you are aware that they're in the surrounding. You will never ever run them. So it's really amazing how these species behave. It's in number of time, a mother like Karula, if the youngster is around, will also call. If there's 2-3 vehicles within the surrounding, the mother will be calling the youngster, and the youngster will come into the open, and the vehicle will be able to see and enjoy. So we won't have the chances of running them is very, very slim. So it might be always in a position where the cubs are always saved from the vehicle. Yes, I can't say it never ever happened in out in the wild or in life. You may experience something like this question where you pose to us. It happens somewhere. It might be a matter of in the area where it's quite maybe more than 1 vehicle, 2 vehicles on the sighting, even more than 2 or 5, 10 vehicles. So it can happen easy on that way, because the youngster will also confuse. But look at the system, how we do our drive here. At the moment we have a female here, we only 2 vehicles on the sighting. Soon get to the cubs. While the cubs, soon we examine the age of the cubs, the other vehicle automatically has to pull out, and 1 vehicle at a time. So it's very easy to control the sighting. And also the incident of running over from the youngster, it will be too slim. So the question, where the left going down. Sorry. Okay. Now trying to reverse is quite a lot of weighted between on the way. She's moving away. So I just want to show you, driver, how the leopard move. Look at the leopard moving on that big bushes there. I'll show you. If it does have a youngster, all the time the youngster will be right in the front of the mother. It will be indication if it's a vehicle. But if not a vehicle, they always, if the mother is alone, youngster will be behind, following the tail, because it's got that white end of the tip of the tail that is a following mechanism, and also the black spot and behind the ears to follow one another. So let us see if we're lucky today. Let's take that chances, follow this female. If she's ended show us the youngster, we'll be a lot more happy and try to stay here behind and see how the youngster behave in the environment of vehicles, how actually the mother teach them. So leopard is very big because all the time it will be very close to the mother. You know, to add more on the question to make you happy, Deborah, because you may always concern about the youngster, which it's your right to do so. And sometimes if it's me, I don't understand what's going on, as this leopard is our character. You know, leopard have zones, especially if you have youngster, is very strict on zones that will offer you. It will let you know that I'm aware of you, don't come so close because I have youngster. It's a protection. So if you insist coming, the leopard will protect the youngster. So you see the chances of running over the youngster is very slim because the mother has to protect the youngster. Easy on that way. Let me angle myself. A leopard looks like it's seeking an area where it might is getting very, very hot. Have you seen leopard doing so? Are you okay? It's not skewed. You can see some line here on the pictures. I thought maybe it's a good network. It's really a very interesting question today. Really appreciate a lot, and I'd like to thank you everyone that sent question, and also still welcoming people to send more question for your own understanding and your own benefit. Don't hesitate to really email us on final controls at WildEarth.tv and ask question concern about the leopard right here, which at the moment it will make us more focused on something that we see. I know that we're still in a radio contact with the other guys that are trying to follow up on the lines. So today it's a very good afternoon, very busy. We have seen elephant, we have seen buffalo at Gary Water Hole, we have seen lions at back the Kuhuma Pride. You know, Karen and Aquila, they always follow the story, and a lot more people that I haven't mentioned. I didn't left you behind with the information of all these pride of lions that we have here, and more with the leopards, building a pile of information on the history of this species. I guarantee for everyone that Kuhuma Pride is back into the area, is not going to move anywhere. The indication they've been away west and come back Galago and into the area. The only reason what I like is not all the time that they will be in Western Gari, but they will be in the area where we can able to see and to get more info from the other guys on a daily basis, rather than not to get even any information what's going on. They're back into the area. The weather and the bush, it's in their favor. They can be here for a while. I think end of the summer the youngsters will be big enough for themselves in order to protect themselves with any male coming and try to push them away. We'll see in the very near future on Kuhumas. I'm just off from Karula. We'll look at the Karula now, I know, but they're just giving more information about Kuhuma Pride. They will be in a position where they can start to defend themselves from other pride of life that might be entering into the area. Andrew, come in. Andrew.